Hello, everyone. Mary Ann LeRay here at the filling station. We have another exciting interview here to share with you, and excited to have Karen Plaster in our studio. Karen has served on our board uh, several years ago and came up with the brilliant idea of our annual fundraiser that started about 6 years ago, and it's called a perfect 10. Jones County, a perfect 10. And so many people have been asking us, where did that name come from? Even this year, you had to explain it to some of those of us that were even close, have been doing the event with you. So, really excited to have Karen in the studio with us today, and want to welcome you.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here. Great to
And
be here.
yes,
I
yes.
think my cue is to explain just where did Perfect 10 come from.
Well, yes, but before you get to that, I want the audience to learn a little bit about you and your husband, how you came to the filling station and how we originally connected, and just share with our audience where you live here in Jones County, just a little personal.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. Well, we moved to Jones County over 20 years ago, which is hard to believe that we've been here that long, but it's a lovely place. We wanted to be out in the country. My husband's a forester by trade, and when we had an opportunity to get 47 acres, I guess it is, of timberland, he said, it's time to find out if what I've been telling my clients all these years actually works.
I
So
love it.
yeah,
Love
yeah.
it.
So we've had fun on our acreage, and it is looking good. We like it. It's nice back there. We're on 10 Mile Fork Road, kind of behind Okie Grove Church, if you're familiar with the area. So that's kind of how we got to Jones County, but how we got to the filling station goes back to lovely Hurricane Florence.
Yeah.
And we fortunately didn't sustain any damage. A couple trees, well, several trees down, but no big deal there. And so we came down as soon as we could get across the Pollexville Bridge. We came to the filling station and said, "What can we do to help?" And so we ended up coming out for a couple months, several times a week. And we joke our main job was tearing down the boxes and piling them up and hauling them to the dump. But it just shows that any kind of help, you don't have to have a
Yeah.
specific skill or
Right.
talent. If you can break down a cardboard box and pile it up and haul it off to the dump, you can be helpful. And so lots of opportunities to help. And so when the opportunity for me to come on the board opened up, I'm very excited to be a part of the driving force of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
I
kind of
remember you and Alan showed up with your truck and your trailer and said, "Here we are, use us."
exactly.
And you're right. We had so much debris and trash, and you all, I don't even remember how many truckloads y'all
Yeah,
hauled off,
but
and we really do appreciate it. And I actually, in a conversation with Alan, uh, was discussing the idea of about coming onto the board, and he said, "Oh, you're talking to the wrong person. You need to talk with Karen." And so I was excited to learn more about you, your connection to the North Carolina Symphony, your connection with so many organizations over in New Bern, and with your neighbors,
yes.
which really brought the perfect idea, the perfect 10
Yeah.
idea about.
Hmm.
So share with us kind of the history of the event, and yeah.
Okay. Well, basically, I was working in my garden, which I enjoy, and just thinking how perfect life in Jones County was. And, the old movie, The Perfect 10, when something just can't get any better, it's a perfect 10. And so uh, I just thought that more people need to get out to the rural parts of North Carolina and Jones County, and that maybe a fundraiser that was based on the concept of like an old homes tour and have several places along 10 Mile Fork Road open for people to visit the farm, or our tree farm was one of them, and things from yesteryear, John Baldwin's
Museum.
vintage,
Yeah.
yeah, toasters and coffee makers and all of that. And of course, on the other end of the road was Zach's
Yeah.
Mallard Town and the
Mhm.
little gift shop there with various activities. We had music with Dan Jenkins cattle across the way, and we had a cow pie bingo and just different activities along 10 Mile Fork Road.
Mm.
And it was in October, which was the 10th month. So it just seemed like Jones County, a perfect 10
Yeah.
was a perfect name for this
Yeah.
fundraiser. And it's been great. We have really done well. We've exceeded our goals every
Yep.
year.
Yep.
And
We
every year Mary makes us raise them higher.
I said, well, if we can do this,
Yeah.
certainly we could do more.
Absolutely, Marianne.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's in a nutshell. And
Yeah.
we are excited that it has continued to grow and develop, and we've gotten great new developments for this year's fundraiser.
Yeah, so the committee met and we made the committee made the decision uh, to bring the event here to the campus, 221 Main Street. And I thought it was a brilliant idea.
Well, because the fundraiser, the first few years went to fund the teaching kitchen here
Yes.
in this building. And that's not a small monetary outlay to get a kitchen in the condition that this kitchen is, which is state of the art.
Mm.
So we wanted to show it off. And
Yes.
so by moving it to the campus, we have that to show off, which I know a little bit about, but there's also something else even bigger that to show off.
Yeah, the new warehouse
That's right.
on the back and then the garden area. And
Yeah.
there's so many wonderful things that our vision has actually been fulfilled. You know, we've been dreaming and thinking about the possibilities, and now these things actually are here, and so many people want to see them.
Right.
Yeah.
So we are doing it this year. It's not on 10 Mile Fork Road. So
Right.
if you drive down there, you'll miss it. Instead, come right down the main street of Pollocksville and remind me of the address.
Yeah, 221 Main Street, and there will be parking along Main Street. There will also be parking at Pollocksville Presbyterian Church. We partner with them and got that approved that we were able to do that. In addition, the town of Pollocksville has approved the closure of White Street, which is the street along the filling station, so that it'll give us some more room for people to move through
Right.
the campus. So
Right.
we want to share with everybody what they will expect when they come now, and I'm telling everybody, make sure that you're here right at 11 or even a few minutes before 11, because we've got some really great things that are happening. So
do.
what can folks expect when they come?
Well, they can first of all expect some really good food. We have a committee. Each year, Perfect 10 has gotten better, but each year the committee has grown as local people have seen what a great fundraiser this is, and they want to be part of it. And so we have a super dedicated, talented committee this year with 3
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
who are fabulous cooks. And I'm going, this is awesome. So, and they wanted to cook.
Yeah.
So we are having barbecue plates with barbecue and chicken.
Yeah, there's barbecue and chicken, slaw,
and
potato salad.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And tell me, how are the people going to pay for this?
Oh, well, we're going to have donation buckets all throughout the facility. And so the suggested donation is 10, but certainly you can always do
Give
more. But
absolutely.
really, like you have always said, Karen, donate as much as you can, as often as you can. And so we want folks to know that we're not charging
Right.
to come to the event. We just want you to give out of your heart.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, in addition to the food, we have green grass cloggers will be here at 11. That's another reason to be there at 11.
Yeah.
They are a clogging group, and they performed extensively. And when I was looking for somebody to do clogging or some sort of entertainment, I contacted Jeff White, not knowing who he was, and just kind of seeing if maybe he knew maybe a person that might want. He grew up next to the filling station, or his grandparents did.
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, no, I really want to be a part of that." So that's another beautiful thing. The number of people that just want to come and donate their services or, work with us. So Greengrass Cloggers will be doing a demonstration, maybe even teaching a few steps. And Simon Spalding, I'm sure you've heard of him. He is so talented. He is going to provide the music, the live music for
Wonderful.
Greengrass Cloggers.
And they will be performing right out underneath the canopy of the warehouse.
Of the new warehouse, exactly.
And so people will eat in the garden.
Mhm.
Some beautiful places will be set up for eating, enjoying clogging and music.
Right, because Bag End,
Yeah.
Bag End was one of our musicians last year, and we had kind of decided, oh, there's a lot going on. I don't know. And they contacted Noreen Jekyll, who's
Wonderful.
been just a great volunteer in so many ways, and said, "Are you doing Perfect 10 this year? We want to perform, and we don't want to just do a half hour, music. We'll do the whole afternoon."
Wow.
So yeah,
Wow.
it's like I said, people want to do stuff.
Yeah.
So they will, after Grass Cloggers, they will be performing, and we'll give them a few breaks. And Charlie Jones will give a little talk about some of the history of Jones County.
He's a great one.
Yeah. And I think, it's just going to be a wonderful afternoon.
Games will be set up in the garden for
Exactly.
kids as well as adults.
Yeah.
And then tour the warehouse and then come on into the facility. And what are we going to have in the facility? Things
Well,
that
I just learned this morning
yeah.
that we're having a cooking demonstration in our teaching kitchen.
Well,
I
along with some
didn't even know
samples.
about that one.
Yeah.
So
She'll have some samples. We have a wonderful volunteer that's worked in our kitchen several times, and she is delighted to put together some sample recipes. So when people are coming through, they can grab a little sample cup and just taste what has been cooked there in the kitchen.
That's exciting.
People will be able to see the setup of this recording studio.
Right.
That's
right.
been so generously provided by so many donors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So as we move forward, and you get a tour of the whole facility, the pantry, where we store the food, how we deliver the food, all that will be available with volunteers explaining the different things. And as you move up toward that big, beautiful front room in the facility with all the glass windows, be a bake sale.
Oh, yes.
So you won't have had enough to eat yet.
That's
You're
right.
going to need to get to the bake sale. And John Baldwin was disappointed that he couldn't share his vintage things, so he's going to have a table set up with several of his prize toasters and all that. All that going on in front. And then in front of the building, we will have a burn trailer. And
Now that's through the
ham radio
Forest
trailer.
Service. The Forest Service will be bringing that, right?
Oh, well, it's actually the Burn Association,
Burn
which
Association,
is
okay.
associated, but they are not directly
Got it.
part of it. And that's called a Burn Association. And you can learn, so often they're burning. Well, there's a lot of really good reasons to
Yeah.
burn. And so the trailer shows you the equipment and how we conduct a burn. And then also the ham radio will
Yep.
have their trailer out.
The comms trailer will be there, and you'll have to come bring your family because we are going to have a red Farmall brand new restored tractor sitting in the front with some flags honoring veterans because it's Veterans Weekend. And we'll have a photographer there that'll be ready to take the family pictures and photos right in front of the filling station.
Do you know what year that tractor is?
I do not know, but my father will be here, and Clyde Murphy will be here, and
All right.
Dad bought the tractor from Clyde Murphy.
I
and
didn't realize
an
that.
interesting story, Clyde's father was a pastor and preached all over Jones County. And in the early days, I mean, churches just did not have the money to pay. So they would pay him with a tractor. And that's the reason if you drive by the Murphys, there used to be there's still a lot of tractors out there, but it used to be a field full of
Yes.
farm-all tractors.
Right.
And that represents the payment that was made to Clyde Murphy Sr. for preaching in these
Right.
churches.
Wow.
So just a really neat
Yes.
story.
And Clyde, by the way, is he still a board member?
He rotated off. He served 7 years.
I know,
So
it's a long
2
time.
back-to-back terms and representing Clinton Chapel. And so he gave him a breather, but
Yeah.
I think he's happy to come back whenever
Well,
we're ready for
Yeah,
him.
he's here. I don't know. Every time I come by on
Yeah.
a Tuesday and Thursday, he's out volunteering with the food delivery people. And I do have to give a shout out for them. They are out there this morning and they
Yes.
are delivering. How many boxes did you think you were going to get? out?
Well, there were 70 cars today, and so that usually equates to about 140, 170 boxes because we have folks that deliver to others. So definitely the need is being filled,
It is.
right? But
It is.
but we can't do it without donors, partners, volunteers. We do want to highlight one more activity that
Okay.
Noreen and
Oh,
the
yes.
artists are in charge of.
Absolutely.
Tell everybody about that.
Well, Noreen, like I said, is just a great volunteer, but she's also a great artist, and she's involved with community art, CAG.
Artists, yeah.
I'm not sure which one they call it. They're on Middle Street in New Bern. And she's going to head up some painting activities for children and adults alike. So anywhere from 9 months to 99 years old, you're welcome to come and join her with some painting.
Yeah.
And that'll be another activity.
She'll be working with a couple of other artists, and they'll have canvases set up, and it's called Drop-In Canvas and Coffee. So we're expecting a cool, crisp day, and grab a cup of coffee, and it'll be a very simple canvas painting. They've explained to me. Maybe you can
almost
paint
like
it in,
a plein air where you
Right,
kind of
yeah.
paint the view, and I think they're going to be set up right at the
in
windows.
the front. Yeah, right there in
looking
the
at
front.
So yeah, look for that to go on. And as Mary Ann said, it's the fundraiser.
That's right.
So this is your opportunity. We're still taking money, aren't we?
Absolutely, we are. Now we're doing great tracking our goal,
Mm-hmm.
and but we have not met our goal yet. And so I want to encourage you to visit fillingstation1075.com. All the information is there. You will see this flyer as well as an opportunity to buy raffle tickets. The raffle
How
this
about
year,
that?
we are raffling off an experience instead of an item. And when you buy a ticket for $10, that gives you a chance to win a dinner for 10. So somebody was asking me how that worked. And if you win the dinner, then you bring 9 people with you. Somebody said, "Well, I don't know 9 people." And I said, "Well, we can find you 9 to dine with." But the board of directors will be putting that together, serving that meal in hopes that it will really provide a wonderful time of fellowship.
Right. It's going
And
to be
it's
up in the front room.
up in the front
We're going to
room.
have candles and white tablecloths.
That's
and
right.
Be a lovely meal. We're still discussing the menu, but I mean, things like
Yeah.
prime rib have been mentioned.
Yeah, shrimp and grits. It's going to be amazing. So I do want to say thank you for Carolina East. They have been our title sponsor every single year. Thank you to Carolina East. And many of you have consistently been a part of this event. If you have not donated in the past 18 months, we have a challenge grant that your money is doubled.
Mhm.
So if it's been a while since you have been a part of sponsoring anything here at the filling station, and you write a check for 100, that really is a $200 back because we've got someone that's willing to double the money this
Right,
year,
right.
which
So,
is really, really great. Our goal is $70,000. We're not very far away now. And I know that with your help and you spreading the word, and now that you know more about why this is called a perfect 10,
yes,
I'm sure we'll meet our goal.
I'm sure we will. And so come on out on October. Nope,
Nope.
November. This is October. November 8th. Between 11 and
11 2.
2. She's helping me out here.
Yeah, 11 and 2.
And get some great food, some great fun, meet some great people, and support a great cause.
Yes. Thank you, Karen,
Well, thank you.
so much for your service, your board service. Thank you to you and your family who have been so selfless in pouring into this mission. Your organization is impeccable. Your creativity is to be so admired, and encouraging our community, encouraging the committee. It really, truly is a reflection of your gifts and your talents. And we really do appreciate everything you've done for the filling station.
Well,
So,
thank you, and it's been a joy and a blessing to be able to help. So.
yeah. So make sure you visit fillingstation1075.com. You can donate right there online 24/7. And please share the link. We appreciate your support, and we look forward to seeing you November the 8th right here, 221 Main Street, the filling station here in Pollocksville. We are a countywide mission. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.